loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel. And today is part 2 of my little ingredients series where we're going to be talking about the ingredients that you can use together and that you can't use together, as well as a welcome to my new beauty room. I hope you guys love it. I love it so much. And if you want to see at the very end a small little tour of it, I will put it at the end of the video. But before we get going, hit the subscribe button, share this with somebody that you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, so if you haven't seen part 1, I will put it up right here, and I will also link it below because it's gonna make more sense whenever you know what the ingredient actually is, okay? So let's talk about one of the first ingredients, AHAs and BHAs. Now, AHAs and BHAs, as we know, are alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids. They are exfoliation on the skin. They have, help with cell turnover, brightening, pores, acne, skin texture, all of those great things. But what it is it's a very active kind of system of acids. They're very active. So you want to be very careful, obviously, what you put with them. Now, when you're using alpha hydroxy acids, it really needs to be dealt with kid gloves. First of all, the thing that you do not want to put with it is a retinol, okay? So retinols and AHAs, we know that retinol is an antioxidant, but it absolutely is a peeling agent. It does help with cell turnover, but not to the extent that an AHA or a BHA does as far as that kind of type of exfoliation. So, but when you combine them two together, they really could be kind of on the train of really sensitizing your skin and damaging your moisture barrier function. It's really important to be very gentle when you are dealing with active ingredients such as AHAs, BHAs, retinols, vitamin C, things of that nature. So please do not pair your AHAs, BHAs with your retinol night. Now, some people absolutely do. This is going to be the most common reasons why you shouldn't be adding these two together, or for that fact, the rest of these ingredients I may be talking about. Some people can totally use an AHA, BHA toner, put on an essence, etc., and then put their retinol over it. If that's you, have at it, but for me, it's really important to keep the skin in great condition. That's why I recommend rotating between AHAs and BHAs and retinol, so doing them on different nights, okay? Just to make sure that our skin is being kept in a healthy state of, function. So the things that you can use with AHAs and BHAs are absolutely things like peptides, ceramides, niacinamide, green tea, things that are soothing, hydrating to the skin, are totally fine to use. Hyaluronic acid are totally fine to use with your AHAs and BHA products. Now, the controversy lies in, can you use AHAs and BHAs with vitamin C? You will see that a lot more companies coming out this year are going to be doing dual purpose serums, and we'll be talking about this soon. You've already started to see this. Tatcha just came out with a new serum that combines AHAs and BHAs and vitamin C. Now, I combine AHAs and BHAs and vitamin C in the evening. I find for my skin, it really does nice things. I've really been enjoying doing it. I don't use them obviously during the day because you do not want to use AHAs and BHAs during the day. They can really make your skin photosensitive. Now, you can do your own research out there and you will find a conflicting view on whether you should be using these two ingredients together. It really depends upon the type of vitamin C that you're using. It really depends upon how the products are formulated. That is why I think it's really exciting to see products that are properly formulated together with the proper amounts of AHAs, BHAs, and vitamin C in them together to make sure that the vitamin C remains stable, that everything is at a great pH so that it doesn't oversensitize the skin. Now, combining these two AHAs and BHAs and vitamin C absolutely for more sensitive skin types can be a recipe for disaster. So make sure you are really giving yourself time to test this out together and see if this is something that is causing you sensitivity. For me, again, I am very used to retinols and AHAs and BHAs. I've been using them for years, as well as vitamin C. So I have no problem combining them together. But for some of my more sensitive skin types, you absolutely need to be kind of careful when you're using these. So the jury, in my opinion, is still kind of weighed both ways, yes and no. Again, I use it together, but it might not be the right fit for you. So please just try this out and see if it works okay for you. All right, so let's move on to the hot topic, vitamin C, because that's a great segue. I have all my notes right here. So vitamin C absolutely can be used with things like hyaluronic acid, ferulic acid, obviously your sunscreen, obviously your peptides and ceramides and niacinamide and all of those great ingredients that will really help support your vitamin C. You can absolutely use vitamin C morning and night. It's up to you and what works appropriately for your skin and for the time you have to get ready. The things that I would recommend you not combine with vitamin C is honestly very little. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. There are different types of vitamin C. Again, this is what's really important to start really knowing your ingredients. There are many different types of vitamin C. Some types, like the pure form L-ascorbic acid, can really be great and really effective, but for some people that's very sensitizing to the skin, so they're going to have to look into an alternative version of vitamin C. The Mieux vitamin C serum that I absolutely love has definitely different types of vitamin C in there, so that might be more suitable for my more sensitive skin types. You know, there is this big kind of controversy between retinols and vitamin C's as well. Can you use them? Now, again, same as we just talked about with AHAs and BHAs and vitamin C, the jury still weighs both ways. I have, again, been using vitamin C now. This is something new for me at night with my retinol products, specifically my Drunk Elephant retinol. I have definitely been combining them. I absolutely have really noticed some great results in diminishing of pigmentation and overall skin texture. It does not cause my skin to be irritated, flake, or peel. But again, this combination might be a little too stimulating for sensitive skin types, so it's going to be something that you're going to have to experiment with. But for the most part, for speaking in general terms, retinol and vitamin C are both antioxidants. People do say that you can use them during the day, and for me, I just choose to not. I just choose to keep everything light and bright and simple, vitamin C during the morning, and my moisturizer, and I'm on the rest of my way. So for me, I choose to use things like retinols, AHAs, BHAs with my vitamin C at night. So you're going to try this out. Now, this is not to say that you should be using a prescription strength Retin-A with a vitamin C serum. Absolutely, you can. I would just be very careful about what type of vitamin C you're using and if it's appropriate for your skin type, because again, vitamin A, prescription strength Retin-A is quite effective, we know that, but it can be quite sensitizing to the skin. So now if you're adding on a citric acid, basically, it's going to be even more sensitizing to the skin. So just be wary of the prescription strength with the vitamin C. When I wear my Retin-A, I really do not use any vitamin C or acids at all. That's just me, but I do use them with my over-the-counter retinols, all right? One thing that's really great to use with retinols to help with the sensitizing of using vitamin C and retinol together is to use pure vegetable glycerin. Glycerin is a humectant that draws moisture into the skin. It's actually a great substitute for people that can't use hyaluronic acid, and you absolutely could use your glycerin in with your retinol, like mix them together, and it will help cut that effect of any kind of sensitivity that you might feel from it. Speaking of vitamin C, You can use it with hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is an acid, but it is not an active acid like your AHAs or BHAs are. It's just a humectant. So just an FYI, I get a lot of questions on whether I can use a vitamin C with hyaluronic acid. Where the controversy is on this whole thing is people talk about pH levels. They talk about that retinol is a different pH than vitamin C, and yes and no is really honestly what I can say about that. A lot of people just err on the side of caution, which I am all for. Erring on the side of caution and doing what is more gentle to the skin, in my opinion, is much more beneficial long term for overall skin health. But for most of the stuff that's formulated nowadays, though, they are at the right pH level to really enhance and complement one another. Okay. And then my last tip on vitamin C is you will hear me very soon talk about a new kind of on the market. In middle of last year, The Ordinary brought out a product called the EUK 314.1%. It is a antioxidant, and it is a very powerful one, and we'll be talking about this ingredient in depth on Skincare Sunday. But this ingredient should not be used with vitamin C. That can be absolutely oversensitizing to the skin, so please do not combine this antioxidant with vitamin C. All right, so let's talk about benzoyl peroxide. We did not talk about this in the ingredient series just because you really can't use it with anything else. Benzoyl peroxide is something that you will find, in my opinion, a long time ago, back when I was younger, in the 90s and early 2000s. Benzoyl peroxide was one of those go-to ingredients that everybody recommended for acne sufferers. It did work wonders for a lot of people. It's one of the most potent ingredients in Proactive, but it is a bleaching agent, and it can be very sensitizing to the skin. If you are on any products that contain benzoyl peroxide, please stay away from vitamin C, AHAs, BHAs, retinols on the same night. You will be one flaky mess. All right, moving on to ceramides. Ceramides is what we talked about, and ceramides you can pretty much use with anything, and isn't that fun? So ceramides are fantastic for the overall skin health and anti-aging. So when you have ceramides, and you'll notice they're put into a lot of products, really you can combine those with anything. All right, so let's talk about niacinamide. This is one of my favorite ingredients, B3. That's also what it's known as, is what we know. What's really important here is, and some of the misconceptions, is they always say that you cannot use niacinamide and vitamin C because the pH levels are different. And this, honestly, in my opinion, and all of the research and dermatologists that I have talked to and formulators, it is really based on very old knowledge and misreading of studies that have been out. Niacinamide has been studied in quite extensively, and some of the great results in anti-aging and acne prevention and all of this type of amazing stuff for the skin has been well researched. So you can absolutely use niacinamide and vitamin C. It will not cancel out each other. Again, this is just my opinion, and it comes from other doctors and formulators that I have talked to, and it is just something that has been a misconception. So if you say something enough amount of times, it's just going to kind of bleed out into the universe, and people are just going to reiterate it. So have no fear, niacinamide and vitamin C can be used together. You absolutely, though, do not want to use niacinamide and AHAs and BHAs. Again, much too many things going on, too much that you're telling your skin to do. So let's leave our niacinamide for another night that we do not use AHAs and BHAs. Reason being is because niacinamide is definitely repairing the skin. Like I said, it helps with acne, large pores, and you just really want to make sure that you are sensitive to any use of AHAs and BHAs with that ingredient. So I hope this helps kind of break down what you should and shouldn't be using as far as skincare together. These again are the most common things. There are of course other things that we can talk about later on that you shouldn't be using together, but these are really the basis of what people are talking about, what we call the ABCs of skincare, which is vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C, and that is the really basis of skincare and how you should know how to be using everything together. Again, these are general statements treatments, please know that skincare is not a one-size-fits-all. It is definitely going to have to be something that you work on, trial and error, what works best for your skin, because everybody's body is different. So thank you so much for being here. Please leave your comments below. I would love to answer any questions you might have. I will try my best to get to everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves. All right, do you want to come on a little tour with me? It's a very short tour because it's a very small room. But this is basically my little setup here. What did I do? I bought this chair from Home Goods. Pillow I already had. I love this lamp. This table, and I actually made this just to make sure it matches the room. Fresh flowers. I don't have my candle on, which I should, but it's a fake candle if you guys ever see that on. Of course, my organization for all of my beauty products. This company that makes these sent them to me, and it's called Original Beauty Box. They're fantastic. I made this cool shadow box with a bunch of makeup brushes that I spray painted. Cute little plant there from Michael's. And some other goodies. And this is kind of one of my favorite pieces. I absolutely love it. It says Magic. This actually was sent to me by Magic Links, who I use to show you guys where I get my products from, and they were kind to send that to me. But basically that's it. That is my new little beauty room. I would love to hear what you all say about it. I hope you are enjoying the color. The color, by the way, is actually the color of the year, which is Living Coral. You know, a girl likes to be on trend, but I just love the color. I think it's bright and airy and not super expected. So let me know how you guys liked this little new change. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all later. Bye.